Hey everyone, welcome back. So in this video we'll see about media queries in CSS. So before getting into the video, if you are new to this channel, do subscribe, hit on the bell icon so whenever I upload a new video, you will get a notification on it. Also do follow me on my Instagram page as well. So if you have any doubts or queries, you can just drop me a message there as well. So let us quickly get into the video of what is media query, why media query, all those things. Okay, so here I have a folder which is media query, and I have my custom.css which is also your style.css, and I have my index.html, and I have linked my custom css. I have a container, and I have um, a div of 8 children. Okay, so container will act as a parent, and here your the divs are going to act as your child. Okay, so I've given the same class name for every um, div inside a container. So let me start my live server. So here you can see nothing, but you have some content here, right? So that is because we have no height width set here. So first thing we'll do is that uh, we'll tell for the one, I will set the width and height here. Let me tell the width as um, 150 pixel, and let me set the height as 150 pixel. Okay, and after setting this, let me give a background color of green yellow. Okay, and now if we go and reload, you can see like this is because we have not given any space there. So let us do one more thing, that is we are going to set the margin from all the sides. Let it take. Okay, so margin of 10 pixel. Now you can see the boxes. So here we have 8 boxes. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So by default we know that it will be like this. Okay, so here we have to make sure that we bring one more thing, that is the flex. Okay, so you have your parent which is container, and then you tell the display as flex, and when once you tell this, you know that anyway it is going to do this thing, right? So let us inspect here, and when I, you can see that when I string this, the content inside that also is getting stringed, but instead I don't want that. I want the content to come down if there is no space. So what I give there is flex wrap. So give a flex wrap, and then we tell wrap. Okay, so you know that when there is no space, you have the flex wrap here. Okay, so we have seen in the flex video, so if you have not yet watched that video, do watch it. So before coming to this part, I actually want to tell what exactly the media query is. So I am just commenting out this for now, and don't consider this container part as well as for now. Let us give an h1 tag here, and I am just going to type welcome to Sneha course. Okay, so this is my text which I am displaying. So media query is nothing but how particular website should be displayed to particular user who is using in different types of devices, wherein some might use the device as laptop, some use device mobile devices, and some may use tabs as well. So how you are going to show the exact content for each devices. Okay, so this will be depending upon the width, completely depending upon the width of the device. So if you see that laptop has a higher uh, thing, right? I mean higher width, wherein when you come, and this may be a width of a tab as well, and this is what exactly a phone's width will be like. So so this is what all about a media query is. So in media query, so let us see about the syntax. Okay, so here I will give h1. I will tell the color. By default it is black only, but let me mention as well. So by default the text color is black. Okay, so media query syntax is all about @media, and you have here two things, one is screen and one is print. Let's look into print first. So media, I tell print. Okay, and then when I tell print, I want the color to be changed, so I'll give the color green yellow. So what this print is doing here is nothing. See, when you do this thing, nothing will happen because I have given the print there. So when you right click and you have the print option, click on that. So when you open print, your color will change. Okay, you can give any color. Let's try with red. Okay, let me cancel. Let me click on print again. And here you go. You have the color changed while printing. Okay, when you're printing that particular web page. So this is what the color should be, is what I have mentioned here. Okay, this is all about print. Comment this print thing, and let's look into the screen. Okay, which we talked that for different screen we have to show it in different width. So for that we have here @media screen. Okay, and what we do here is we have two things, which is maximum width and minimum width. Let's see how maximum width works, and then later we'll see how minimum width works. So here I am saying I have a maximum width of 400 pixel. I mean, I've given 200. I'll make it to 400 pixel. So when maximum width is 400 pixel, I want the color of text to change to some other color. I mean, okay, color, change it to, let me give blue. Okay, here the condition is that when maximum width, okay, give the space. Okay, here the spacing is very important, so give the space there. Here now it is showing error, right? That is because screen and give an and. Okay, so this is how this works, and in short I'll tell you later. So screen and the maximum width is this. So that time I want the color to be changed to blue, right? So this is my condition. Let us see what is happening here. Let's cancel this. We have set the maximum width. So the maximum width is when you keep shrinking your website, and you can see the number here. Okay, you can see the number here. When it reaches 400 pixel, it will change the color. You can see when it reaches 400 pixel, it will change the color. Okay, see exact 400, it change the color. So this is what a max width is. So when it changes to exact that size, and it will change the color. Okay, so now we said we have the minimum width, right? So let us see how that works as well. Like, I'm gonna tell this as minimum width. I want this to be 900 pixel. Okay, and I will give the color maybe somewhere green. Okay, just for the understanding purpose. So here I have given that max width within this pixel should be blue, and minimum width within this pixel should be green. So if you see, this is a min width, right? So before that what I'll do is I will just comment out this. Instead of confusing you, I will just give you a 400 pixel. Now you see the difference, how max width worked and how minimum width is going to work. So when you see for max width, when it reached 400, from 400 to whatever we give, it was actually changing the color to blue. But what is happening to minimum width till 400? Okay, from the start to till 400, it will have the green color and then change to the default color, which is black. So this is what your max width and min width is doing. Okay, and what else? You have the orientation as well. So you at the right media, and you can simply tell orientation, and you tell landscape. When the orientation is in landscape, I want the color to be changed to purple. Okay, but media query orientation, when the landscape is portrait, to be changed as brown. Okay. So here what I'll do is, instead of screen, I will give print. Okay, so you will understand this much better. So print, and when it is in print, okay, so I am trying to explain how this orientation works. Okay, I have two condition here. When the orientation is landscape, I want it to be purple, and when the orientation is portrait, I want it to be brown. So let's see that. Go to print. Now the orientation is landscape. That is why if you want to confirm, you can just check here. It is purple. When I want the it portrait, and it changed to brown. So this is the simple example of how the media query is working. This is all about media query. I have explained it in short. Okay, so let's do one example with this media query. So we'll have a much clearer understanding of this. Okay, I have only the container. Okay, look at the container only. I've commented the rest. So here I'll tell dot container. Okay, color, I mean not the color, I want the background color aqua. Okay, this is what I've given. When the media screen, and it's not that you have to use max width and min width, it is that how you understood max width and min width, and you can use any one. So I will use max width, and you give when the screen is 400 pixel. Okay, I change the color of container, that is I change, I'm just copy pasting it. Let me change to some other. Okay, I'm changing it to some color. When the width is 400 pixel, I'm changing the color of container. Okay, so let's have the output. Reload. Let us go comment this one line. Okay, so here for container, what you have to do is you have to set the width and height. Let's give width 100 pixel. Let it be 100%, and height I will give 100 pixel. Okay, you can see this is the exact container. Okay, what I have told is, when the container reaches 400 pixel, it should change to another color. It is changing 400 green, and I will add a condition again here. When the container reaches 900 pixel, or you can tell 800 pixel, I want the color to change as somewhere pink. Okay, somewhere pink. Okay. Now here if you see, when the container, by default the container is, the size of container I have given aqua. When it reaches 400, it should change to which color? It should change to green color, right? But when it change, but when I reach to 400 also, it is same with red color. Why is this happening? So this is because it is very important to give which width. Depending upon the width is what we are going to display. So here if you see, 400 is smaller than 800 pixel, right? So what it is doing is, it is entirely taking this and this has been not shown. So if you want this to be shown, what you do is you just cut this and paste it below. Okay. So now what happens? When it reaches 400 you get, when it is full you get this, when it reaches particular 400, from 400 to this, and you get green. Let us see one actual example of making an image kind of things. So that is why I have this here. Let me uncomment it, and then if you see here, I have a container. So I'm going to cut this and paste it below. So I have a container. Hope I have shown you in the starting of the video. Okay. So this, in laptop view, I have 8 things shown. But when it comes to tab view, I have 4 things. But when it comes to mobile view, okay, when I comes to mobile view, particular size, I want, maybe imagine, I want here only to show 3 view. When it is in 800, I wanted to show only 3 view, and when it 200, I'll show 1 view with the full width and height. So how will I set that? So coming back, here is your custom.css. What I will do is, I will set the media query. So media, and I tell max width, which is maximum width. When the maximum width is 400 pixel, okay, when the maximum width is 400 pixel, I want this to be changed. So I'll just copy this entire thing and I'll just change. Okay. So here, instead of giving margin, what you can give is, you can give the flux basis. Okay. That would be good. So flux basis, just give 20 percentage. And then I'm trying to add the same. I'll copy this. I'll paste this. When it is, when the I have the same width, but the flex basis will change to 40. No need to give all this, but then you can only give flex basis. It's not mandatory that you have to change the entire. Okay. Then I'm writing another media query, and I will tell when it is 800, I want it to be 100. Understanding? So this will be for one view, and this is for one view, and default will be this. So okay. Like 200. Okay. Okay. See, by default it is 4. Okay, it is taking the space. When it reaches 800, it is 4 because it is dividing. Or okay, but when it reaches 200, okay, I mean, see, I've given 400. Okay, below 400, below 400, 400, below 400, it will take 2, which is, but when it reaches 200, it is taking single. If you see, when it reaches 200, it is taking a single view like this. To more closely work with this, you can do this as when it reaches 600 pixel and when it reaches 400 pixel. Okay. See, now this is a full view. When I go to 600, from 600 till 400, it will be this view only. After 400, it is changing the view to this view.